Well, howdy, welcome back to the channel. In this week's video, we had a monumental storm come through and hit parts of southern Ontario. 50 centimeters fell in Toronto and certain other areas like that. I don't know if we got quite that much, but boy, oh boy, is there ever a lot of fresh powder around here. So I came up to the Beamer Memorial Conservation Area. Today was the only day I have available to come out and do some photography. So I kind of wanted to make the most of it. So I go on an epic hike through, just trudging through snow almost up to my knees, just to make it down to somewhere that has not been touched by any humans or very many animal tracks, just to try to get a little pristine look and something. Now, this composition caught my eye as there are a bunch of reeds sticking out of the ground, covered in snow, just covered in snow. And a bunch of little branches and twigs and stuff just sticking out here and there all over the place. So I want to see if I can use my 50mm lens. I may have to back up a little bit more, just try to get the whole scene in frame, as right behind it, we have a bunch of evergreens that just make this scene look interesting. Now, I'm not quite sure how this is going to look until I can see on the back of the camera, but just as I was hiking through trying to find something, this kind of caught my eye. So I'm hiked all the way over here and I'm going to see if I can frame this up. This image caught my eye because there are a bunch of cattails that are just sticking out of the ground just kind of randomly, with a few tree stalks that are sticking out with 0 leaves on them. And then behind that, we have a few evergreens, just kind of giving you a time and a place, but also at the amount of snow that has fallen. As a lot of the branches, and especially a lot of the trees that have no leaves on them, you can see just how far up the snow has covered them. It's an odd sound. I wonder what that is. So I picked the composition, just trying to cut out. There's a few extra kind of twigs here or there that are sticking in and out. So I just tried to cut those out and just mostly focus in on the cattails and then just a few of the evergreens behind them. Now there is a kind of swaths of wide open area around it as well. So I may hike around just trying to find a bit of a better composition. However, some people have already hiked through before me. So in that direction, there are a bunch of footprints. So I can't really shoot facing that way. But if I walk over there, I might be able to just maybe face it a bit more this direction. The problem is over here, there's very few evergreens and they look a lot more sparse. Whereas facing this direction, there's a lot more and they have a lot more vegetation on them, kind of adding a little bit more to it. Whoops. Of course I kicked it. There we go. Now I'm focusing in on the evergreens a little bit behind it, as well as on the middle distance, just trying to get all of the reeds in focus. With the 50mm, the f1.8, Right now I'm at f16, 160th of a second at ISO 100. So I might bring that down a little bit, maybe throw the backdrop just a little bit out of focus. But the problem is that the middle distance and the backdrops, they're not very far apart. So the plane doesn't really matter that much for focus, as both of them will be quite in focus. And this lens is tack sharp. It's hard to judge this between the 75 and 300, but this one is probably 2 to 3 times as much sharpness in the image as you can see, as opposed to the 75 to 300. So the next one that I said as I was looking at is the 24 millimeter, and that is another f1.8. But this one actually has image stabilization. So if I ever want to use anything handheld, I don't have to worry about shaking around as much in the breeze. So this winter, we have had a lot of stormy weathers and a lot of snow come down, but the wind has just been ridiculous. Today, at least, I'm in a little bit of a basin area, maybe like the bottom of kind of a small quarry, which is definitely able to block all of the wind around me, which I'm very grateful for, as the reeds are almost perfectly still. Nothing is moving, and it's nice, peaceful, and calm right now. So I moved the camera behind me so that way you guys can get a bit of a better look at what my composition looks like. So the cattails right there, the main subjects with a few of the trees sticking up. But more importantly is the background with the 3 evergreens, well, with a bunch of the evergreens. I guess, yeah, there's definitely more than 3. But mostly what I caught my eye was the layers, how we have the small little cattails, and behind that we have a bunch of evergreens, and then behind that we have a little bit of blue sky, a lot of atmosphere in the clouds. Now, with the sun directly behind me, kind of bathing this image in a bit of light, I'm going to wait a few minutes for the sun to see if it kind of moves over just a little bit more, as the light on it is very harsh. I've had to step it down a little bit more to 1/125th of a second at f16, and then ISO 100. Just trying to get the entire image in focus. So f16, 1/160th of a second, ISO 100. I was going to show you guys the back of the camera, but unfortunately, as the light is directly behind me right now, it is far too bright, and all you're going to see is just my reflection. So I've described it as best as I can with my limited vocabulary, and now I'm going to start hiking on, as there's a small little viewpoint up ahead of the city. So I want to see if I can get some cityscape photography today as well, just to change it up a little bit, as we do landscape a lot. So I want to see if I can add just a bit of cityscape photography with my long lens, especially with all the snow that we've had come recently. I want to see if I can find any, just a little bit of the ocean, a little bit of some cityscapes, some snow everywhere, and maybe if we're lucky, we might be able to get Toronto in the highland in the background. I don't really know if that'll work or not, as Toronto, it is quite hazy out today. So I'm going to have to wait till we actually can see the image. But that was what I was envisioning in my head before I even came out here today, was to try and get some cityscape photography. And I just happened to stumble upon these cattails, which definitely drew my attention. And I'm glad I stopped. The evergreens behind it and everything, just, it all comes together in such an interesting image. Now, I've been talking for way too long now. I'm going to show you guys the picture. Let me know what you think of this one, and I'm going to head on. You can just see Toronto right there through all of the haze. So I'm going to see if I can try to frame up a composition, bringing in a bunch of these elements and seeing if I can bring them all together. All right, my hands are freezing right now. It is really chilly out today. So I've settled in on a composition. The sunlight is just starting to stream through it a little bit into the backdrop. So one of the main subjects though that I do have is part of the highway. So I want to make sure I don't have too many vehicles streaking by, as it will absolutely start to add a bit to it. So I'm going to see if I can increase the shutter speed a bit more. However, I have settled on f16. Okay, I'm going to lower my tripod back down. It doesn't really change the composition very much at all, but what it does do is stop the camera from shaking so violently. So I've set a 10-second timer now instead of just the normal 2-second timer, just to give it enough time to actually stop shaking. I've magnified it to 10x where I want my focus to be, and it does look like 10 seconds should just be enough. And then we'll counter down. So with the long lens now, I'm up to 240 millimeters. Not quite the full length of it. I'm going to play around with a few different focal lengths, as I might zoom in to just 300 to see if I can eliminate a lot of the stuff around it that I don't care about. Interesting. Okay. Let's try zooming in just a bit more. So we are now at the full 300 millimeters. f16, 1/100th of a second. ISO 100. Just to zoom it in a little bit more and clean up the composition. So I'm going to focus this one in on Toronto. I'm going to compare the two together. One of them I focused in the middle distance. This one I'm focusing basically to infinity. And I want to see if there's much of a difference in the actual clarity of the image. As this lens, though not the worst, the sharpness from edge to edge definitely leaves something to be desired. As compared to my 50mm lens, that one is tack sharp everywhere. Now I'm going to keep hiking down in a few minutes, seeing if we can find a better opening area. As this one, I do like what's in front of me, but there are still some bush branches and just a bunch of extra stuff kind of trying to poke in from the side. So I'm having to zoom in past 200 millimeters. Otherwise it starts introducing just some distractions into the photograph. So let's have a look at this one and see how we did. The clouds have kind of opened up just a little bit more and are shedding more light on Toronto. So I'm going to take a few more frames just so I have one with a little bit of more extra light. So you get a little bit more, just so the haze and the fog, the mist itself just kind of accentuates a bit more. And boy, this looks so interesting. I'm going to insert this photo now into the video. Let me know what you guys think of it. Whew. Today had to be a bit of a short day. My jacket is ripping at the zipper parts, so it's kind of starting letting in a lot of cold air, and it is freezing out today. So if you guys liked the video today, like and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below if you want to see any more of this. And I'll talk to you guys again in the next video. See ya.